Hello everybody, Mr. Hollywood here with Jack Phelan Jeep Dodge Chrysler Ram, and today we have the 2021 Ram 1500 Limited with the Night Edition package. And one cool thing about this truck that you guys have been waiting for, somebody give me a drum roll, it's got the heads-up display. It's part of the technology package. I'll go over there in just a little bit. So you will see the limited lights, of course, is one of the highlights of this trim level. You'll see that this is the Hemi V8 5.7 liter e-torque, so it's a little more efficient. You have your sensors in the front, your sonars, and another cool thing about this one now is it has a camera right here in the front, and you can actually toggle that camera on from the dash in the center to see the view in front of you. So just like you back up in the parking spot, if you're parallel parking, you can actually see in front of you and get as close as possible. And there's two different modes for that. I'll show you that. You have your towing hooks in black, your black fascia, and your black trims and highlights, which are very well contrasted with the ivory white tri-coat, which is the paint job on this. It might be hard to see, but it kind of sparkles in the sunlight. It makes it really, really, really pretty. And if you look at the wheels, these are some big wheels, 22 inches, I believe, all in black as well. This model, as it stands, is at a $73,000 MSRP, so it's quite the truck. It has a load of features, a lot of stuff that we're going to go into. Let's start with the tailgate as far as extras. The sonar sensors, of course, the black exhaust, the trailer tow obviously grouped here. The split tailgate over here, it opens up in two ways. It opens up down like the standard one, and you can actually do that with the key as well. Just double press it, it will open itself down. And then there's another button over here, and I was switching the wrong way. That button opens up the other one, opens down. See that? You can open it up this way too, and this one all opens separately, so you have two options of how to open your tailgate, how you want to load stuff up. It's really cool. It's easier access to get your tools and another access for loading stuff up. I think those alone make it up really nice, right? And there's a camera here for backing up, as well as your sonar sensors, which I mentioned. And to top it all off, you also have a little camera up there in the back that's used for the digital mirror, which I'll show you. Here we also have, and I always take these out wrong, but there's a little step. There you go. Sometimes it's on over here in the other models. Here you have it right here, so it's easier to step in and step up into the truck. I think people like that idea a lot. You just lift it up from the bottom to close it. As far as other features go, you of course have your capless fuel. No more caps, no more turning your hands in the cold. Lots of space and room, and I'll show you that in the back seat first. But check this out. Like the red carpet rolling out for Mr. Hollywood, the side steps roll out for you whenever you open the doors, whether it's back, front, rear, it doesn't matter. You'll notice that one of the seats is forward and the other one is not. You can actually adjust the back seats a little bit too, which is kind of cool. I'm going to hop inside now and show you all the space here. And there's a little handle here that allows me to adjust the seat, a position I feel comfortable in. So you can lean back or have it normal too. That's kind of cool. The other one is on this side. Same thing, you will see that. Maybe a little better this way. See how it lets me lean back too. Lots of space, lots of leg room, tons of extra features. You have a whole panoramic sunroof too that we'll show you when we get on the inside. The truth is in the detail right here. These beautiful seats, they're just gorgeous, and they feel nice to the touch and comfortable as well. They don't feel hot. You have a nice floor mat that's also pretty well trimmed out with carpets and rubber around the edges too to protect your vehicle. Underneath here you have two storage bins on both sides with this that comes out, and this piece is cool because you can put ice in there and it won't leak into your car. You can take it out, put it in however you prefer it. Right, close it up, nobody sees it. It's underneath there. You also have a little cool thing right here. You pull this out, you have two cup holders, even storage for the passengers. So you want to store some goodies in the back here, you can. Your passengers are no longer excluded from having their storage locations. Two Harman Kardon speakers in the back on the top of the roof, two in the doors that provide some massive sound and some really crisp quality sound too, because this is a limited with the Harman Kardon. It's wow, it's wild, it's crisp and all. You also have your entertainment console here. Full wall plug, 115 watts, 400 watts, 415 volts. I always confuse those. AC, so you can plug in your laptop, your Chromebook, whatever it may be. You also have heated and ventilated seats for the back passengers for both sides. So there's no more battles about who's getting in the car and using the heated seats, because the front seats usually are the only ones, right? Not here. Here they're everywhere, all over. Plus 2 USB plugs and 2 USB-C plugs, and a little small shelf for cables, finishes, whatever you want to put there, maybe even a phone if you'd like. So that's really, really cool. Let's hop in the inside and show you all the interior features now. All right, welcome to the interior and the driver and passenger side. As you will see immediately upon getting into this truck, it is loaded and it is luxurious, right? You have the finishes, the wooden finishes with the nice metallic finishes too, the leather finishes and the stitching. Everything's just beautiful. I just love the feeling of this steering wheel too, with the nice leather wrapped sides and a wooden finish with grips on the back. Just makes it a wonder to hold. And if you look at the anthracite black headliner, the panoramic sunroof, the nooks and crannies and storages, and of course the giant screen that just pops right at you, a 12-inch Uconnect. This is huge. This is an amazing screen. You can plug in your phone, your Apple phone or your Android phone, and use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which will project an image onto that. Or you can go to media and you can play your music from here. This is your USB, your aux plug, your AM, FM, your Bluetooth. You can control all these here. You have up to 12 presets for each channel, and that includes Sirius and AM and FM, which is pretty cool. Once we go to the next option, which is controls, and all your controls are pretty much on the bottom for the menu. You can customize these so you can put your preferred ones actually wherever you want by just dragging them and moving them around. I like that a lot because you can make your pick. Your controls here immediately pop up a little tab that gives you the options for mirror dimmer, deploying steps, backup camera, heated seats, and ventilated seats as well, because they have these. Backup camera you can view without going into reverse. You can also view the surround camera from here, which this is the cool part I was talking about in the front. You can view the top. You can also view the front and view the front and the top at the same time to make parking easier. If you want to see how close you're getting to a car, I really like doing that with the backup cameras, where I can see where I'm parking so I can get almost to the bumper point. You can do the same with the front now, which I think is really, really cool. To exit, you just press the little exit up top. Once we do that, we can go to climate, and climate's dualized. You have the option of the analog buttons on the sides of the screen, as well as the entire console here, where you can use sliders to control your temperature, where everything's going, the mode, which you can switch through here at any point in time. So you don't have to worry about going into this menu if you want to just use the analog buttons. When you go into applications, that's where you have all your customization options. These are all the extra features you can use on the phone. Your settings included, audio settings as well, activating your services for Go, and all the other stuff. And you can customize this menu from here by dragging applications you'd like to have on the menu. The one you have to leave is apps, because you have to have that option on there. Right. Then we go to the navigation, which is full screen. It utilizes the full space, and I think it's pretty cool because this gives you a nice view of everything. It's fairly easy to use. It takes a little bit to get used to it first though, but you can type in an address here, or you can hit where to and pick an address or point of interest. You can set your presets as homework, favorites, and recents, and it will even give you options that most people look for, like gas station, restaurants, SXM parking, ATM, or banking, and shortcuts that you can edit. Once we go into phone, you actually can connect your phone. It's super simple. Once you hit yes, you just got to go to Bluetooth and it connects pretty easily. Then the backup camera, again, that's what I was mentioning earlier, that you can view. Now this one also has the air suspension, which you can just use this button to use. You have to be stopped, otherwise it automatically do it for you on the speed. You can press it at any point in time, but to get to this point, which is the lowest, and that's the parking, the entry mode, you have to be parked, right? And that will lower itself down to the ground almost, making it easier for everybody in your family, no matter how vertically challenged they are, to step in, right? And that will make it, but the moment you start driving out and moving, it will start raising itself up again, right? You can also raise it from the inside by pressing the buttons to go up, and you can go up to off-road mode. I think the cameraman's getting it when I'm moving. It's gentle movements. It's not like bum where you just jump up, right? It just gently moves up slowly. And rises, which is it's a pretty awesome feeling when you're sitting inside, because you can see it kind of when you level up your hood with your surroundings, right? You also have tons of storage, a wireless charging pad right here, which actually holds your phone quite neatly. If you just place it here, there's little rubber pieces here that will hold your phone from flopping around if you're going off-road and jumping up and down. Your passengers also have this storage. They do not have wireless charging for a second person, but there's another full wall plug down here inside, also, as well as 2 USB-C and 2 USB plugs, and even an aux plug. Now, when I'm talking about the center console, this storage bin is huge. There's a little pocket here to catch stuff that falls off, and that should be on both sides. You might see it there as well. This actually slides around. You have your cup holders there. You also have 2 cup holders in the side of the doors.
and you have your little coin slot here in the center, and this of course opens up and you have more storage in here. There's a little divider so you can divide the two parts by it however you want to, and you have a top storage too, which I think is pretty nice. Another storage with a USB plug and anti-crimper for cables, so if you want to put your cables there. For more storage, you also have this little bin which opens up with this button right here, and you have your little glove box right here where you even have a nice little baggie for all the tools that come with it. Harman Kardon sound system, so you're getting just the truest oomph of a sound system. If you guys know Harman Kardon, it's a beautiful and crisp sound. Your controls for your panoramic sunroof, including the little cover, are right here. You have your controls for the rear window too, which slides back and forth. Your lights, your assist and SOS buttons, which have now been made bigger. They've been taken off the mirrors like on other vehicles. They're easy here. You can shut your control off, and you can even open the tailgate from here. You also have a storage for sunglasses that barely interferes with the mirror there. Stereoscopic steering wheel, which a lot of people ask about. It is not power in this one, but who cares, right? You don't really move it that much, and this is faster to get to the right settings. You also have power pedals, which means you can adjust the pedals to be as far or as close to you as you prefer. That way, if you're a little bit shorter or you have shorter legs like me and you're a little bit stumpy, it's harder to reach the pedals, you can do that. Heads-up display. Guys, you've been waiting for this, and I'll show you this. It's a little hard to see from this angle, but heads-up display is here and is now yours to use, right? And that will display your speed. It will tell you what road you're on. It will tell you the speed limit that's currently there and your driver's assistance controls. Now, this looks a lot better in person. The camera does not do it justice, but it is a really cool system. It pops up on that little box right there. It's your little heads-up display system right there, and you can adjust the height of it to however you want. You can move it up and down. It's really cool. You can even turn it off if it bothers you, because some people don't like it. See, I'm going to start adjusting it down a little bit here so you can see it. See how it's moving up and down? So you can set it wherever you like. And another awesome thing is an all-digital mirror. So this is actually a screen, and I can flip it back to mirror if I want to by simply pulling it down, and then it becomes a mirror. But I can have a digital view behind me the entire time, and that's just amazing. That's what technology can do for you. You also have self-parking right here, the little button that where you would press the parking button. That would be for self-parking feature, which we'll show you in a little bit. Yes, this can self-park parallel and perpendicular. Your shift knob is right here, along with controls for 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, high and low, and your automatic start-stop function. Guys, that is pretty much it. Our little cameraman's gonna hop in here, and we're gonna go into self-parking mode to show you how this does. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. So self-parking in this vehicle is actually fairly easy. All you really have to do to start is press this little giant button that says P with a steering wheel, and once the light is on, it will toggle the options in front of you. Now, you have to select what kind of parking you want. You can do perpendicular or parallel. We're gonna do perpendicular today because I don't really have that much space to do perpendicular parking in our location. You can switch the sides where you're looking for parking by going left or right with the directions. Right, we're picking right. We're gonna be finding a spot over here, and we're gonna be letting it self-park. So you just gotta drive. You can't drive too fast because you gotta let the cameras do the calculations to see where the vehicle will fit, and it will let you know when to stop if it finds a space. Right? Oh, keep moving forward. It gives me the instructions there: stop and remove hands from wheel. So now what I do, the next instruction is shift to reverse. So I'll toggle it into reverse, and I will control the braking and the gas, but I will let the vehicle do the steering. So it will fit me in this giant truck into a nice tight little space, which is kind of cool. It will keep going, and it will give me directions up ahead in front of me. Eventually it will tell me to stop. If I don't feel comfortable though, I don't have to wait for the directions, because this will get me inches. I can stop at any point in time where I don't feel comfortable anymore, move it to drive, and it will continue on. It's smart enough to do that because it understands some people feel more comfortable getting closer, some don't. Right? It will tell you to move forward and stop, and we'll go in reverse again and follow the instructions once again. Now we can see the camera doing the work. We can see the steering wheel doing the work. We can use. There's many tools for making parking easier on a big truck like this, right? It also does have adaptive cruise control technology, and it does also have lane departure assistance and warning to keep you in the lane. See how close it helps me to get? And now it just tells me to stop. So I am parked pretty much perfectly parallel to the people around me, and it's pretty awesome. There's no problems there. I fit perfectly well with them, and I think it's just awesome. I think you guys would love this parking feature, and you'd love the adaptive cruise control, which, by the way, the controls for that are right here. And these controls, what it does is it will take the speed you give it, and it will follow a car in front of you. If a car leaves, it will speed up to the speed you set. If a car gets in front of you and slows down, the vehicle will slow down automatically without your input. It's pretty awesome, pretty cool. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This was it on this truck. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and our other channels as well. And we'll see you next time. Mr. Hollywood out.